It's best you be a gentleman and you watch what you say. 450 Christ can't save you once you go against the grain. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Smash that like button and hit that hype button during survival. This is some breaking news, guys. So 50 Cent finally ran into the white chicks. 50 Cent ran into Marlon Wayans and Sean Wayans. And those motherfuckers was making my way downtown, walking fast, faces past and I'm homebound. You should have seen when 50 walked through that room like looking like a gorilla. 50 Cent looked like a gorilla in a suit. A gangster gorilla in a suit. Sean and motherfucker Marlon spotted him, guys, and guess what? It was epic. It was beautiful to see these businessmen, because you got to remember, 50 Cent is a businessman. You know what I mean? Some people still look at it like, because 50 was a gangster rapper, shot 20 times, came in the game with that image. You know what I mean? That's not who 50 Cent is, ladies and gentlemen. As I told y'all, he's a man of business. You know, like that actually, them going back and forth comedically roasting each other over Diddy Glover's Freak Off documentary, it would have went bad for Marlon and the movie that he had coming out if he didn't make the right decision and like kind of make an apology. You know how Marlon like cleaned the shit up, because Marlon thought it was a good time to defend Diddy Glover. And trying to defend Diddy Glover at the time when that documentary came out was terrible. His numbers was going down. So Marlon came out and took his shit back, because he reached out to Sean. He reached out to Keenan. You know, it's a lot of them motherfuckers. So if you get into a fight, you got to call your brothers and shit. Yo, look, we got beef with 50 Cent. You know what I mean? And Sean and Keenan told him, look, you better fix that shit. We don't got no bulletproof vests and all of this shit. You know what I mean? We not into the gangster life. So like I said, it was all for entertainment. And I knew 50 Cent knew that from the beginning. 50 had a friendship with Marlon already. Marlon had a past friendship with Diddy Glover. And 50 more like, look, dude, right now, I understand you go way back with Diddy Glover. You done been at them freak off parties, Pure Survival. You done took pictures with all kinds of Skittles. You have a transgender daughter or son or something like that. So he understood why Marlon was sticking up for Diddy Glover. But he just felt like, nigga, not right now. You can stick up for Diddy at any good time you want, but don't do it on my watch. Pure Bible. So 50 Cent stood on 10 toes, and Marlon is funny. And 50 Cent is funny as hell too. You know what I mean? Now, he not stand-up comedy funny, but with the memes and all that type of shit. So he gave Marlon the smoke. You know what I'm saying? Comedically. But as I tell y'all guys, it was all for entertainment purposes. It wasn't that deep. Now, to let y'all know this, now when 50 Cent runs into Diddy Glover, runs into Jay-Z and run into Jay-Z's hairstyle, run into T.I. and that little frog-faced little boy, his son, King Harris, Pure Survival, is not going to be the same type of thing. Now, I feel like that right there is going to be more like smoke, ladies and gentlemen. Not even too much Jay-Z. You know what I mean? Because Jay-Z is scary. So I'm pretty sure Jay-Z's security, everything. Jay-Z is just not going to speak to 50 Cent. He gonna like try to act like he don't see 50 coming in the door. And I know 50 gonna make his way around to try to make him see, no, motherfucker, I'm right here. You can't hide. Pure survival. But I don't see that they will get into anything physical either. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not even Jay-Z's forte. But T.I. and T.I.'s son, I mean, you remember when T.I. thought he was so tough that he could beat Floyd Mayweather. Pure Bible. He fought Floyd Mayweather over Miss Piggy. Kermit the T.I. fought Floyd Mayweather, got his ass kicked over Miss Piggy. Pure Bible. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't fault T.I. for jumping out there to fight Floyd because this is his wife. You know what I mean? Regardless of what she looked like, it's like win, lose, or draw, you got to be just willing to take that L. You know what I'm saying? So that was his wife, so I understood it. But all the disrespect, that little Fraggle Rock. Tell my 50 Cent, I can't stand you. That's why I made the shirt. Look at the shirt I got. I made the shirt, I got your mom on the shirt. Vince Jackson. I saw Vince Jackson. That's why I'm so tough. I'm so gangster. I get pulled over by the cops, and I don't care. I got a gun in the car. And then the police don't do that. I tell them, why you pull me over for? Why you pull me over for? That little tough, little fake, little tough, little gangster. You know what I'm saying? It ain't going to be the same with 50 Cent running to that little boy. You know what I'm saying? Because, as I said, he got a chip on his shoulder. That little boy got something that he want to prove. He come from suburbia, but in his mind, he come from the projects. You know what I'm saying? So it wouldn't be the same. But shout out to Marlon. Shout out to Shawn Wayans, man. Like, if y'all haven't seen it, go look online. 50 Cent ran into Shawn Wayans and Marlon Wayans. And all they hugged. It was nothing but, what Quilly Mills say? Quilly say teeth and palms. It was nothing but teeth and palms. Motherfuckers shaking hands and smiling from ear to ear, as they were supposed to. You know what I mean? I didn't expect nothing else from them running into each other. I did not expect, oh, this is going to be smoke. This is going to be, come on, man. You're talking about, like, icons. You know what I'm talking about? Like, so, yes, ladies and gentlemen, it was handled mature. And Diddy Glover, we're still waiting right now, man. This is one of them situations where I can't even tell y'all what I think gonna happen with Diddy. I think far as the underlying charge that they charged Diddy with, it had too much time to it. So I think that, it looked good for him. You know what I mean? Far as getting time knocked off of it because nobody else in the history of the world ever. But believe me, we're going to be on Diddy Glover's on his ass, no Diddy. Because we're going to be covering, if they let Diddy Glover out the door, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be covering every move that motherfucker make. Every move you make, every tasty cake you try to take, every single day, every time you out, we'll be watching you.